President John F. Kennedy in an open-top car is assassinated in broad daylight on November 22, 1963 in Dallas, Texas. The official report states that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. But did he really? In the heart of Texas, on a day that would etch itself into the annals of history, JFK's life was abruptly cut short. A lone gunman named Lee Harvey Oswald was quickly accused and arrested. Yet within 48 hours, Oswald himself was dead, shot by a man named Jack Ruby. The motive behind Oswald's actions remains as elusive as the man himself, a puzzle piece lost to time. Created by President Lyndon B. Johnson, the Warren Commission was tasked with investigating the assassination. Their conclusion? Oswald acted alone, but the lack of a conclusive motive, the existence of classified files, and the absence of a trial for Oswald left a gaping void. A void quickly filled by a multitude of conspiracy theories. And so the question remains, one that has perplexed minds for 6 decades. Was Lee Harvey Oswald the sole perpetrator of JFK's assassination? In this video, we will delve into some of the most compelling conspiracy theories surrounding JFK's assassination. First up, we have the Grassy Knoll theory. This one has been a staple in JFK conspiracy circles for decades. Imagine the scene. A sunny day in Dallas, Texas, November 22, 1963. The president's motorcade lazily winds its way through Dealey Plaza. Then, without warning, shots ring out. But where did they come from? The official story points to the Texas School Book Depository. But what if there was another shooter? Enter the Grassy Knoll theory. This theory, as its name suggests, posits that there was a second shooter, a mysterious figure lurking on a grassy knoll near the site of the assassination. Some say he was a lone gunman. Others suggest he was part of a larger conspiracy. Regardless, the idea of a second shooter has persisted for decades, fueled by a mixture of eyewitness accounts, mysterious photographs, and the infamous Zapruder film. Eyewitnesses that fateful day reported hearing shots from different directions. Some even saw a puff of smoke near the grassy knoll, a detail that suggests a second shooter. Then there's the Zapruder film, a home movie that captures the horrifying moments of the assassination. Frame by frame, it seems to show JFK's head moving in a way that suggests a shot from the front, not the rear where Oswald was positioned. Despite these tantalizing hints, the Grassy Knoll theory is just that, a theory. No concrete evidence has ever been found to definitively prove a second shooter was present. No spent shell casings, no second rifle, no mysterious gunman ever apprehended. Yet the Grassy Knoll theory persists, a testament to the enduring mystery surrounding the JFK assassination. It's a question that continues to captivate the public's imagination, a puzzle piece that seems to fit, but doesn't quite complete the picture. Could a second shooter from the Grassy Knoll have been responsible for JFK's assassination? It's a question that continues to intrigue conspiracy theorists. Next, we turn our attention to the CIA. Could the intelligence agency have had a hand in JFK's assassination? The Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA, is no stranger to controversy, and its alleged involvement in the JFK assassination has been a hot topic of debate for years. The theory suggests that the CIA, disgruntled by JFK's approach to Cuba, orchestrated the assassination. Under JFK's presidency, the CIA was heavily involved in covert operations, many of which were aimed at controlling or even overthrowing Fidel Castro's regime in Cuba. This was an era of the Cold War, when the tension between the US and communist countries was at its peak. The Bay of Pigs invasion, a failed attempt by the CIA to overthrow Castro, had resulted in a major embarrassment for the agency and the Kennedy administration. Some theorists argue that the CIA felt betrayed by Kennedy's refusal to provide air support for the invasion. Others suggest that Kennedy's intent to dismantle the CIA and his pacifist approach towards the Soviet Union made him a target within his own administration. Adding fuel to the fire, there's the mysterious figure of David Atlee Phillips, a CIA officer. He was seen in the company of Lee Harvey Oswald, JFK's alleged assassin prior to the assassination. Phillips always denied any involvement, but this connection has been enough to keep theorists speculating. Then there's the curious case of the withheld JFK files. Despite the release of over 250,000 records since 1992, some documents remain classified. This has led to speculation about what these hidden files might reveal about the CIA's activities during JFK's presidency. Was JFK's assassination a CIA plot? It's a chilling theory, but one that some find plausible. The CIA's covert operations, the disgruntlement over Cuba, the suspicious activities of certain agents, and the still classified JFK files all contribute to the enduring intrigue surrounding this theory. Whether or not it holds water is, for now, left to conjecture and debate. But one thing is certain. The CIA involvement theory continues to captivate those who seek answers to JFK's untimely demise. Finally, we explore the Mafia connection theory. Did the mob have a reason to want JFK dead? Let's delve into the murky waters of organized crime and its potential involvement in the Kennedy assassination. The Mafia connection theory suggests that the Mafia ordered JFK's assassination in response to his brother's aggressive crackdown on organized crime. Robert F. Kennedy, JFK's brother and Attorney General, was known for his ruthless pursuit of mob bosses, making him a major thorn in the side of the Mafia. The theory posits that the mob saw JFK's assassination as a way to eliminate this threat. A significant piece of this puzzle is Jack Ruby, the man who shot Lee Harvey Oswald just 2 days after JFK's assassination. Ruby had known connections to the Mafia, leading some to believe that he was acting on their orders when he killed Oswald. The theory suggests that Ruby was used to silence Oswald and prevent him from revealing any potential Mafia connections. Moreover, to add to the intrigue, several mobsters who were thought to have information about the assassination died under suspicious circumstances. Sam Giancana, a notable Mafia boss, was murdered before he was due to testify before a Senate committee investigating the JFK assassination. Johnny Roselli, a mobster with ties to the CIA, was also murdered before he could testify. So, could the Mafia have orchestrated JFK's assassination? The Mafia connection theory certainly paints a compelling picture. The connections between Ruby and the mob, Robert Kennedy's war on organized crime, and the suspicious deaths of key Mafia figures all point to a possible Mafia involvement. It's a theory that adds another layer of intrigue to this enduring mystery. We've delved into some captivating theories, but which one holds up best under scrutiny? Let's revisit the theories we've explored. First, we have the Grassy Knoll theory, suggesting a second gunman was positioned there based on witnesses' accounts and acoustic data. It's an interesting perspective, but it's been over 60 years and no concrete evidence of a second shooter has surfaced. Next, we have the CIA involvement theory, which alleges that the CIA orchestrated the assassination due to JFK's alleged lack of support for anti-Castro Cuban exiles during the Bay of Pigs invasion. But again, despite the intriguing narrative, no smoking gun directly links the CIA to JFK's assassination. The Mafia connection theory is another compelling story. It suggests that the mob was angered by the Kennedy administration's crackdown on organized crime and retaliated. This theory is fueled by the fact that Jack Ruby, Oswald's killer, had connections to the mob. But once again, the hard evidence is missing. So, where does that leave us? The Warren Commission's conclusion that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone seems the simplest explanation. Yet the motive behind Oswald's actions remains unclear, and his swift death in the hands of Jack Ruby adds another layer of mystery. Moreover, the delayed release of classified documents relating to the assassination, as announced by the White House, has only intensified the intrigue. What could those documents reveal that might change our understanding of that fateful day in November 1963? Could they corroborate any of the theories we've explored, or might they point to a completely different direction? As we weigh the plausibility of each theory, we must acknowledge that each has its merits, but also its gaps. None provide a complete, satisfying answer to all the questions surrounding the JFK assassination. So, was Lee Harvey Oswald the lone gunman, or was JFK's assassination the result of a larger conspiracy? As we delve deeper into the rabbit hole, the answer seems to become ever more elusive.